Let's have a recap what we did in last week. So we have gone through the very basics of machine learning. So if you remember, we have gone through what is machine learning, then the history of machine learning, then we have seen various terminologies related to machine learning, and we have differentiated between them. Then we have seen two paradigms, classical programming paradigm and machine learning paradigm, and mentioned when to go with machine learning approaches. What kinds of problems can be effectively solved with machine learning approaches, right? So I hope you must have understood all those concepts. We have formally defined machine learning as well. So with these basics, today we are going to focus upon the applications of machine learning. In fact, those who have watched the video, introductory video that I had posted earlier, then you might have got the insights, what kinds of applications with respect to your respective disciplines are there under machine learning. So you might have gone through that and you might recollect those kinds of applications. But today, in a broader perspective, we are going to look at the applications of machine learning. So right now we are not being very specific with respect to the branch or the discipline of engineering, but instead we'll be talking about few general applications, and then as we proceed with different kinds of algorithms, we'll be focusing upon typical applications with respect to your branches or the disciplines, right? So as we know, we are using machine learning in our daily lives, even without knowing that we are using some application of machine learning. For example, we are using Google Maps, we are using Google Assistants, we are using sometimes, you might be using Alexa, you might be visiting some websites, and wherein whenever you go for purchasing any products, you might have seen that you are getting some kinds of recommendations or some kinds of pop-ups, like the person who have purchased this item has already purchased this another particular item. So that kind of a recommendation systems you might have used or you might have seen. So all these actually the applications of machine learning. So we are having here few of the applications listed, and I'm going to talk about these applications in this session. So I'm just going to brief you what these applications are and how they work. So let's begin with the first application, that is image recognition. So what we mean by image recognition? It is usually a kind of, or it comes under computer vision. So if the image or the video is being provided to the machine, my machine can easily say, or my machine can easily detect what kinds of objects appear in an image. Or it is possible for my machine to not only recognize the objects but locate the objects where it is in the image. It is possible for my machine to convert handwritten digits to the characters 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. It is possible for my machine to interpret the scenes. There are several applications, those actually recognize the human actions, what's going on in the video or in an image. So I have mentioned one such application of action recognition that I had worked on recently. So to find out the behavior of the human, to find based on the actions those are performed by the humans. It is possible to find out the behavior, or it is possible to find out the activities they are performing. So there are several such kinds of applications. Those come under image recognition or video analysis. I'll be focusing upon one popular use case of image recognition and face detection, and that is, you might be aware of automatic friend tagging suggestions in social media apps. Automatic friend tagging suggestions. Those kinds of applications are available in social media apps. So let me give you one example of this automatic friend tagging system. So all of you might be using Facebook, right? So Facebook is providing us a feature of auto friend tagging suggestion. So whenever we upload a photo on the Facebook with our Facebook friends, then we automatically get a tagging suggestion with the name. And the technology behind this is obviously machine learning, face detection and recognition algorithm. So Facebook is having one project named DeepFace. So they are using this DeepFace algorithm, and that is responsible for detecting the faces and recognizing the faces in the picture or a photo, right? So every day you might be using such kinds of applications. So automatic friend tagging suggestion mechanism is available in Facebook, and you might have used that kind of application. And this is nothing but the machine learning application. Are you getting me?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So let's proceed with one more application, that is text and speech recognition. So these kinds of applications under text and speech recognition come under the broad area of natural language processing. So in natural language processing, there are several applications. Say for example, speech recognition is one of the applications. Machine translation is another application. So what speech recognition is doing? Speech recognition is actually converting speech into text. I'll repeat. Speech recognition converts a speech into text. Say for example, right now I am delivering a session, right? So I am talking in English. If I am having speech recognition mechanism or speech recognition algorithm with me, what will happen? My speech gets converted into the text form. Or it would be possible for me to have the subtitles for my video recording later on. Okay, so this is the most popular application of speech recognition. Convert the speech into the text, and then that text gets displayed along with my speech, right? In the form of subtitles, or I may have a transcript out of that. So whatever is the speech, the voice gets converted into the text form. Okay. Another application comes under machine translation. So what we mean by machine translation? Machine translation is actually translating content in one language into another language. Say for example, if I'm having some text in English, and if I want to convert it, I want to translate it, not convert. I want to translate it into Marathi or in Hindi. Then I may take help from the machine translation algorithms, or I can write the machine translation algorithms. that will help me to translate the content in one language into another language. And these are very popular applications under text and speech recognition. One more application I may quote here, and that is the sentiment analysis. Sentiment analysis. So what is sentiment analysis? Many times, whenever we buy a product, say for example, whenever we buy a product online from any e-portal, we leave some feedbacks, right? Or whenever we watch a movie, we leave some messages or reviews for that movie. Okay, so we are having product reviews or movie reviews, and many people are actually giving some positive reviews or some negative reviews based on their experiences. So what is task of sentiment analysis? The sentiment analysis detects if a product or movie review is positive, negative or neutral. I'll repeat. Sentiment analysis detects if a product or movie review is positive review or a negative review or neutral. So once again, machine learning is being used to analyze those feedbacks written in text form. It finds out the appropriate words and forms the vocabulary, and based on that, whichever the words having positive meaning, whichever are the words having negative meaning, these kinds of words are being analyzed with respect to every review, and then that review can be detected whether it is a positive review or whether it is a negative review. And why there is a need of such kinds of sentiment analysis algorithms? Because for a certain product, say for example, we are having thousands, millions of reviews. So it is not possible to read each and every review manually, right? So what the people actually or the manufacturers want to know, they want to know what the people are thinking about their products, whether they are appreciating their products or whether there are any negative comments about the products. Similar is the things for movie reviews also, right? So as it is not possible to read each and every review manually, what they do is they can have such kind of sentiment analysis system. And this sentiment analysis system provides them the overall essence. So these many reviews are positive reviews, these many reviews are negative reviews, and some other insights as well. Okay, so this is a kind of sentiment analysis application. Now, related to this application, we are having one more, and that is the virtual personal assistant. So what is this virtual personal assistant? You might be knowing various applications like Siri, Alexa, or Google Assistant, or Cortana. So these are actually the virtual personal assistants. So what we mean by that? They help us in finding the information using the voice instructions. So if I'm having Alexa, or if I'm having Google Assistant, or if I'm using my Apple device, okay, then I'll be having this Siri, which is my personal assistant. So what I can do is, I can provide the voice instruction to these applications, and these assistants can help me in various ways. See, for example, if I'm using Siri, and if I instruct Siri that play music or some other instruction like open an email or schedule an appointment So I'll be providing these instructions in my voice and my application will appropriately respond for me. So the virtual assistants are using the machine learning algorithms and they are able to recognize the instructions provided in voice form. Right? I'm not at all typing anything or I'm not at all selecting any option. Only I'm asking my assistant, virtual assistant, to do something for me. I may ask a simple question to my virtual assistant, like, what is my schedule for tomorrow? So if I'm asking this question, what my personal assistant will do? My personal assistant, and that is nothing but the application of machine learning. That application will search for the information or recalls my related query information. Okay, and based on that information, my virtual assistant will provide me, will respond me appropriately. So this is the application that comes under machine learning. Similarly, we may have the chatbots. You might have heard about the chatbots. So in many online websites or any other applications, there are the chatbots. These are the virtual assistants. And these chatbots usually pop in and ask us, can I help you? Right? So if we say yes and if we ask any question, the chatbots are actually answering us. So chatbots are not the actual people, those are assisting us. But these are the virtual assistants. So whatever query we type, these queries will be analyzed by the chatbots and according to the query, the chatbots are giving me the answers. Okay, so these applications are the virtual personal or the applications those come under virtual personal assistants. Now, let me focus upon a few more. We are having automatic translation, so I'll just explain you what the machine translation is. We are having the applications like predicting the traffic. So what we mean by traffic prediction? Anybody? Whether you have used such kind of application ever? Traffic prediction? Let me tell you. Many of us are using Google Maps. If we want to go somewhere, we are using Google Maps, right? So the Google Maps actually show us the correct path with the shortest route, and also it is possible to have some prediction about the traffic conditions. So it predicts the traffic conditions such as whether the traffic is cleared, whether the traffic is slow moving, or if there is heavy congestion on the road, then the application let us know about that, right? So how it works? In fact, the Google Maps are using the real-time locations of your vehicles, right? They are using real-time locations of your vehicles, right? They are using GPS and various sensors, and they are also analyzing average time to reach to that particular destination, right? Based on some history of past days at the same time period. So if I'm going, say, from my home to college, right? And the time is in the morning, say 8:30. And if I'm using Google Map, Then my Google Map will analyze the traffic conditions. How? It will look for the average time that is required to reach to the destination, whatever may be the destination. Okay, and it will look at the history, travel history from the source to destination during past few days, and based on that, and also whatever is the my current location, right? Based on that, my Google Map will tell me that this much time you will take to reach to your destination. This is how actually the Google Map is working and providing us the shortest routes, the routes with less congestion on the road, okay, and also they are estimating the required time to reach to the destination. Okay, am I clear? If you have any doubts, please unmute yourself and go ahead with the doubts. Yes? Any doubt?
No, ma'am.
May I proceed?
Yes.
Okay. So we talked about traffic prediction. Let's talk about one more application, that is online fraud detection. So what is that application, online fraud detection? So many times you might have heard about or you might have experienced such kinds of frauds, online frauds. So machine learning is actually making our online transactions very safe and secure by having such kinds of algorithms. Those actually help us detecting the fraudulent transactions. So whenever we perform some online transaction, there are various ways that fraudulent transactions can take place by making use of our identities, right? Fake IDs, fake accounts, right? And they steal the money from our accounts or they perform the transactions on our behalf. So if we are having some machine learning based systems based on maybe the neural networks or deep learning, then it is possible to identify such kinds of fraudulent transactions. Okay, and accordingly, person whose identity is being used by the intruder or the fraud person, then the banks usually are providing the alerts, right? Or they are sending you the messages, or they are going to call you whether you have performed this transaction. So I was talking about online fraud detection. So it usually keeps track of the transactions or your behavior, how you perform the transactions, and by making use of many such intelligent machine learning algorithms, it is possible to detect the fraudulent transactions. So this is really a very good application of machine learning. Also, we are having few applications under medical diagnosis. So nowadays, there are lots of applications to detect the diseases by making use of machine learning. So there is a history of the patients with respect to various different kinds of features, and based on that, these systems are being learned, and then it is possible for me to detect, say for example, a tumor, to find out whether the tumor is malignant or not, whether the person can be predicted with the diabetes in future or not. So something like that. So many such kinds of medical diagnosis applications we may have, right? Now, one more application, that is robot control. So it is possible to make use of machine learning to design autonomous mobile or autonomous mobile robots that learn to navigate from their own experience. So in industry, there are such kinds of robots available, and they design these autonomous robots. So many times to navigate in the hazardous environment where the human cannot go and work on that project, the robots are working there, right? And these robots learn to navigate from their own experience using the machine learning approaches. Also, we are aware of the very popular nowadays application, that is self-driving car. So in self-driving car, they are using several sensors, right? And the cameras. And these sensors are actually sensing the environment, nearby environment, and the cameras are continuously monitoring the nearby scenes and based on the traffic signs and everything. And this is how the self-driving car mechanism decides where to navigate. Okay, so these kinds of applications nowadays are popular enough, and we are aware of these kinds of applications. Okay, so I hope you must have understood these applications. So if you have any doubt, please let me know, otherwise we'll proceed. If anybody wants anything else.